Hey, what's up everyone, this is Gamers of the Reason. In this video I'm going to be telling you guys what is an SSD. Now I've noticed recently that a lot of you guys don't know what an SSD is, never heard of it, or if you have heard of it, you don't quite understand what it is. Now I'm going to go over a lot of things, but first off, SSD, in case you don't know, it stands for solid state drive, just like HDD stands for hard disk drive. Now, solid state drives use something called flash technology, which is the same technology that is used in flash drives and all of your portable devices such as MP3 players, MP4 players, iPods, smartphones, gaming devices, tablets, and much, much more. Now there's a lot of benefits to using a solid state drive. Now because of the technology that they use, they're able to make it very compact and small. Because a solid state drive is just as small as a laptop hard drive. So it's a lot smaller than a desktop hard drive, which is why in a lot of recent gaming cases for computers have included some adapters that allow you to put two solid state drives in the same slot that you would put one regular hard drive. So it helps you save space and allow you to put more drives in there, so it's really great. Now solid state drives use 30% less power than hard drives. So they're much more energy efficient, they use less power, they run cooler, they never overheat, and also they're absolutely great for laptops. So if you use a laptop, you should expect it to increase your battery life by 20 minutes at least to 45 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe a little bit more. So increase your battery life, so it's really great as far as power consumption goes. And because of that, laptops are extremely reliable, because since they don't use moving parts, since hard drives, well, they use moving parts and they have these disks spinning inside them, which is why every single time you start up your computer, you hear that loud whirring noise or rumbling, and it vibrates or it's just getting really rough and loud. That is the hard drive, because they have these disks inside of them that spin and rotate. And solid state drives, since, well, they don't have moving parts like hard drives, they're completely silent. So if you have a completely silent case, and, well, nearly silent, but the loudest thing you have is a hard drive, this will solve that problem. So it's absolutely silent, it makes it reliable. Now the main difference is that solid state drives perform much better than a hard drive. Now I'm going to tell you guys a little secret here, but for those of you that have used iMacs or MacBooks, you may have noticed that they boot up a lot quicker, they're more responsive, and they're just naturally faster than Windows computers. But the main reason, one of the main reasons for that, is because they use solid state drives. Yes, they've been using solid state drives for a very long time on them. And that's why they are so fast. It's one of the big secrets that they try to keep from you, so then you don't know about it. But very recently, they've been starting to use some solid state drives on Windows computers, mainly on Ultrabooks. But we're going to be seeing more solid state drives being used in the future to come. Now, as far as performance differences between hard drives and solid state drives, I'm going to give you one example, and that is the read and write speeds. When it copies files, moves files, and it reads files. Hard drives are usually at 40 megabytes per second to 80 megabytes, maybe 90 megabytes at the max. But solid state drives are at 500 to 550, sometimes a little bit more. So it's a lot quicker. And I'm going to give you guys some great examples to help you understand more of how much quicker it is. Now, when you first boot up your computer, usually it takes about a minute or even 2 minutes for Windows to usually boot up. Now on a solid state drive, it takes 7 seconds. Yes, it's a lot quicker. So when you reinstall updates, or after you install updates, you'll be up and running very quickly. And also, when you log in and everything, all the programs start up very quickly. They're very responsive. And when I used a hard drive, I gotta say, when it came to like Steam and Skype and just about any applications, it usually took a minute or two, or even 3 to 5 minutes for them to just show up, really, for me to even use them or anything like that. And on a solid state drive, I kid you not, it took only a second, maybe 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds at the absolute max on a solid state drive. So it's very quick and responsive. So after installing things or just restarting your computer for just about any reason, you'll be back up and running very quickly on a solid state drive. And also when you're running games, they start up quicker, and when you're playing multiplayer, the maps will load up quicker. And also when you're playing games big like Skyrim that have a lot of textures, which usually take up a while in the distance, solid state drives will load them all up very quickly, just instantly, all of the textures. So it's very quickly responsive. And this is the main performance difference, I would say, is that when you're copying or moving files, it's very quick. Usually for like 5 or 10 gig files will take you like a few minutes on a hard drive, and on a solid state drive it takes you seconds. And this is very useful for those of you that are producers out there, because as you may or may not know, rendering videos takes a long time. For me on a hard drive it would take me 1:40 to 2 hours and 20 minutes. And on a solid state drive it only takes 30 minutes to 50 minutes, maybe an hour at the absolute max. So it's much quicker. I mean, it's decreased it by half, or to even 1/4 of the time that it used to take. So it's a huge time saver, and that for producers alone I would say is worth it. And just simply speaking, it makes your computer very fast and responsive. Now, for those of you that have a lot of music or videos like me, you may notice that when you add more music and stuff, it takes Windows Media Player forever to update or notice the changes. You know, it can take minutes or hours, sometimes even days. But by me using a solid state drive, it took just, 23, 27 minutes to copy like 25 gigs worth of like music and everything. And I forgot a couple of songs. I forgot about 20 songs, so I added them later while I had Windows Media Player running. And after copying the music over, I kid you not, it just took a second. It was just, after copying the files, it was like, bam, instantly, Windows Media Player instantly noticed them and automatically put in the information and everything. I mean, it was just insanely responsive and quick. I mean, it's really great and amazing. So overall, performance-wise, I kid you not, solid state drives are just absolutely breathtaking on performance. So they're really great for performance and reliability. And as far as reliability goes, I really can't wait for them to start using them on servers, because they're using, sometimes like when you play multiplayer on games, in case you don't know what servers are, it's what keeps your games up and running for multiplayer. But you may know sometimes it'll say something like disconnected from server, lost connection, and sometimes it'll say something like servers are down, so you can't play the multiplayer, and that really, really sucks. But in the future, when more people start using solid state drives, eventually those servers will be using solid state drives, and because of that, I kid you not, it'll be very minuscule, almost never be offline or anything. So as far as multiplayer goes, we will be getting a much better experience. I mean, I just really can't wait, because I hate it when the server's down or lost connection to server, because that's really a pain in the butt. And also, the one main slight downfall of solid state drives, which is not too bad, is the price. The price definitely costs more than hard drives, of course, because it's better in every way possible, really. And you should expect the prices to be around 1 gig per dollar. So the prices went down a lot. They used to be a lot more than that, I kid you not. But for 120 gig solid state drive, you should expect it to be like $115 to $130, maybe $140 for an extra, powerful one. But the best deal I've seen so far is $160 for a 240 gig. It was a really amazing deal. So I was able to get double the capacity for only 20 to 40 bucks more. So it was an amazing deal. So the prices are going down very rapidly. And so if you're looking to get something very reliable, you don't want your system to fail or die on you, you want it to be faster, you want to be able to do some productivity very, very quick and seamlessly, look for getting a solid state drive. Now, if you're just a normal person, you want it to run better and everything, you should look for a 60 gig to keep your operating system on and everything. But if you're doing some productivity like me, producing videos or any type of content, go for 120 gig, because you want to keep that extra space, because I know that when you render videos, the files are a little bit big, quite big sometimes. So you want to make sure you have that little bit of extra space. Now, me, I have a 240 gig, of course, and I'm doing that so that I can at least run games on there and show you guys how fast it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video or found it informative. And make sure you subscribe, because in the future I will be bringing you some guys an unboxing for my solid state drive, as well as the benchmark, so that way you could see the performance differences between solid state drive, a flash drive, a hard drive, and an external hard drive. So really can't wait to show you guys that. So thanks again for watching this video. This is Gamers of the Reason, and I will see you guys in the next video.